earliest memory of that is like brown people in the class saying like, oh, I didn't know like white boy could say it like that. Things like I'd go to school with like, you know, like white people and they'd like, as soon as like ISIS started coming out and stuff like that, I'd get like shown ISIS videos every day, get called terrorists, stuff like that. It'd be like both sides of it. On like both sides of this was just okay, so neither, you know?
Whose side, and you're not picking a side, man. We're going to force you to pick a side. So how does that play out in your life? I mean, I'm not saying it should be that way. This is just how it is. How does it play out in your life? And bro, you were shaking your head first on that. So,
at least from my life experience, it's definitely been like a no for me, like hardcore no. Like, so I'm from like Maryland. There's like a heavy population of like brown and like Muslim peoples in like the DMV area. And so like at least like growing up from my mosque, like I have an accent when I like speak Arabic. And so when I would recite Arabic like in my mosque or whatever like that, like my earliest memory of that is like the brown people in the class saying like, oh, I didn't know like white boy could say it like that. Like dead serious. And then also like on the white, like on the social like school side of things, like I'd go to school with like, you know, like white people and they'd like, as soon as like ISIS started coming out and stuff like that, I'd get like shown ISIS videos every day, get called terrorists, stuff like that. And so it'd be like both sides of each other.
And how do you identify those? So I mean, it's like Pakistani American, but how do you actually really identify in your mind?
I like don't.
You
I
don't?
I choose not to. Because, like, both cultures are, like, it's like an audition, you know? It's like if people are just like, you're not what we're looking for on, like, both sides of this, so it's just, okay, so neither, you know?
All right. How about you, Brecklin?
I typically choose not to identify either because that's something I struggled with as a child.
How'd you struggle with that?
Just, I wasn't white enough for my white community in class, and I wasn't black enough for the black kids in school. So,
and when you say you weren't white enough or black enough, how did that play itself out? Like what happened to tell you that?
like if I would try to hang out with like the black kids in school, they'd be like, oh no, like you're too white for us. And vice versa with the white kids.
And
so,
then if you tried to hang out with white people, they
yeah,
would say you don't fit
like,
with us.
Yeah, you don't really fit in this crowd either.
So who did you hang out with?
I mean, I still had like a handful of white friends and black friends that we kind of all just like banded together, but like majority of like my classroom experience and like on the playground and stuff like that, that's what I would experience. I was the only mixed kid in my elementary school, and then there was one other black girl in elementary school, and so we were like best friends, and then there, as I grew up, there was more diversity coming into our town. But,
Okay. Bro, how about you?
I probably identify with being Cuban just because, like, most of my friends and where I grew up, most people are Spanish, so that's kind of what I identify with. But I also feel like, for sure, like, whenever I'm with my white friends, like, I'm the dark one, I get treated like that. Whenever I'm with the black guys, like, I'm the white guy, like, I'm all corny, I'm all like that, but I don't know, that's just how it is.
So white, do you, wait, hang on. So tell me again, like tell me the ways, and like with Brecklin, what are the ways in which this struggle to choose sides emerged in your life?
I mean, it's not really a struggle for me. Like, I feel like I'm a kind of sociable person, so I've always kind of got along with both groups, been kind of in the middle. I don't know, race is a big thing for me.
So it's almost like, okay, all right, that's cool. Yo, man. How about you?
I think I identify with all three.
With all three?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Puerto Rican, Italian.
Puerto Rican, Italian, black?
The family I was raised with, they're black and Italian. My dad's side is Puerto Rican, and I wasn't really like raised with them, but I just started to like be around them, so I'm kind of learning more about the culture, and I mean, I feel like overall I fit in.
So in what ways were you accepted by your black and Italian relatives, and what ways were you not?
I think definitely, well, my relatives, I mean, I already automatically fit in. I think also living in Philly, like, I was more accepted as black anyway, because like all my schools were predominantly black. And because I'm black, like, I just fit in with them. But I think being here, like being lighter, I don't really like fit in with the black community here, like being light
一
skinned.
般的に多分一
'Cause I
番
mean, I'm
最初の
not,
人
I'm
だね
really
多分
color to
ね
me, like I'm.
No, because you're really
yeah.
light skinned.
Yeah, I really am. Like nobody would assume that like I'm black or mixed
う
with
ん
black.
そうだ
So
It's not
you're
lying.
wait. So who's black in your family?
On my mom's side.
On your mom's side?
Yeah.
And are they dark skinned black? Like
My mom is like light brown.
light brown?
Yeah.
Uh huh. And how do white people immediately assume you're not white? Or
Yeah, because I mean, next to the basic white person, I don't look white.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's the odd thing, right? Like
Yeah, like I don't look white, but I don't look black. I don't look Puerto Rican.
uh
あ
huh.
ーというわけでいかがだったでしょうか。このチャンネルでは人種関連の大学の講義や人種に関連するニュース等を翻訳して配信したりしています。そういった動画をね見逃したくないよとかこのチャンネルをね応援してくれよって人は今のうちにチャンネル登録よろしくお願いします。というわけで今回もありがとうございました。また次回の動画で会いましょう。バイ。